What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still.
All right, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. All right, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, we're back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 181 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of 2023, and here we are. We're pretty much on week 181. Now, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up for. Of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk, but I got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already chopping it up in the sold out Discord. And if I didn't say it in the beginning, definitely smash that like button and sub up. So enough rambling, let's just get right into this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, y'all know I end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So pretty much this one's gonna cover Saturday and Sunday, which means the kid pretty much stayed in the entire weekend. Pretty much just wanted to relax, man, and just recoup. I actually had the day off. I wanna say was it Friday? For whatever reason, I can't even think of the actual holiday, but the kid didn't have to actually come in and was just very thankful for that one. So if I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. So pretty much I chilled, I ran my errands, and then Saturday and Sunday, I just took the time to chill and relax. So pretty much, y'all know that means I was in my old faithfuls, was the Yeezy slides, right? Okay. My by the doors, take out the trash, run a quick errand to like 7-Eleven here or there, whatever I need to do, and my beaters. And I know it's time to probably let these guys go. And yes, I have other pairs that you guys probably have seen throughout the years as I do this content. But at the same time, it's just something about having these mold, old, crusty things. And it's one of these shoes where, yeah, I could probably clean it up, but it's almost pointless because these things are dirt magnets. So this was my Saturday and Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy Slide Pure. Cool. Now we're gonna move right on to Monday, right back into work. You know the kid work a full-time job, so they ain't gonna let us get too much time off unless you're gonna use PTO, right? So pretty much this week was borderline a little bit of a request, but I wanted to make sure I get this rotation in for these right here. So Air Jordan 3 right here. I'm on gear. Now these are the black joints, right? Pull these out for Monday, and I will say, super duper comfortable with the inside of that like quilted material. I could definitely tell the difference on this. Nike swoosh on the back of these, and just one of these, it's like that on your purple, right? Okay, it's not all the way burgundy, but it's not all the way purple, but it's not like a mixture. It's like a mixture of all that, right? Cell laces on there, you really can't go wrong with it. And I feel like this is a great shoe that, to be honest, I feel like if you put the footwork in, you could get these pairs. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the pairs where I think On My Year actually sent me 2 pairs for the price of one. I was able to sell one, so salutes to On My Year, and just for dropping, you know, some dope sneakers over the years. They haven't always been on the, you know, up and up, but, you know, for the most part, they always hit us with some quality, and that's what I like whenever I think of On My Year. So this was my Monday shoe, was an Air Jordan 3 black On My Year. Cool. Now I'm gonna move right along on to Tuesday, right back at work, full-time job. You guys are gonna notice a theme here instantly. There's your hint right there. Stepped in none other than my Air Jordan 3 On My Year, and this is that racer blue colorway. Now, we'll say this, the other person at my job, and there's several sneakerheads at my job, but the other sneakerhead at my job, they instantly caught on right off rip, because we always do like, I guess you can say like a sneaker check when we get to work, right? Okay, so I pull up, they pull up, and they're like, okay, this is what we're doing all On My Year this week, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, but you know, I got a theme going on. So pretty much they said they're gonna pull out some of their heat as well. And they always do, man. So loose to my coworkers, man. But this was my Tuesday shoe. On My Year, and this is the Racer Blue. Another colorway I feel like people actually slept on, but to be honest, man, I think this is a great shoe for spring/summertime, right? Yes, I still got the hang tag on it and all that, and I know a lot of people say that's cliche, and you know, you got to be careful. I will say this, a little trick that I do to keep this from falling off. Whenever I am walking, I do actually tuck them inside the front of my laces of my shoe to keep it from flopping all over the place, because to be honest, I have had a few that actually fell off. Now, thankfully, I was so used to the noise like clicking back and forth with my shoe, so when it snapped off, I instantly didn't go too far without it, right? Okay, it didn't happen with this shoe, but it has happened with some shoes in the past that I tried to leave it on. That's why I see some of my shoes that have them and don't have them, but I usually have them somewhere within sight or somewhere close to the shoe. But this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 3 of my year, and this is the Racer Blue. Cool, now I'm gonna move on to Wednesday. Now this particular shoe I wore because, as you guys may or may not know, I'm always in the comment section of my videos. I don't always respond immediately, but trust and believe, the minute I get a moment, I'm responding to everybody. So they asked me to actually wear these or put a fit together. So keep in mind, this is a work fit that I will probably do, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt. So anyway, Wednesday, stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 3 Levi's, the black joints. Told you guys again, I usually have the hang tag here, just hanging out. And yeah, this is one of these shoes where, to be honest, a lot of people were saying they were liking the denim 3s a little bit better. But then when these came out, you know, I think we all saw what really did. And I think this one is that nice subtle where you can get away where you don't necessarily need the elephant print, even though the last couple 3s I just showed you didn't have an elephant print as well. This is one of those where you can get a get out of jail free card if done correctly. Denim's in the right spot, not overly done, but just enough. And that was my problem with the denim. And that's why I went with the black denims instead right here, man. And again, I'm gonna say this, can you go wrong with an all over dominant black shoe with the hint of red? No. I mean, short answer for me, right? Okay. Extra laces on here that I did not use, but who say I won't use them in the future? So this was my Wednesday shoe, was an Air Jordan 3 black Levi. Cool. Now we move on to Thursday. Now this shoe, I actually seen people doing pre-orders for this right here. I think it was the sneakers app. When this team actually just won pretty much the championship or the finals, we should say right here. A shoe that, to be honest, I didn't think really nobody cared about until I looked on the resale market, and yeah, they've went up a little bit. And we're talking none other than the Air Jordan 3 Knicks, right? Okay. Now, this one has pretty much from April 08, 88, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure, right? And the camera's probably not gonna do this any justice. I'll probably see if I can get a little zoom up for you guys right here and probably focus and get my face up out the way if I can. A little bit right there, hopefully. But anyway, that's what it got on the back of the hang tag. So, or the back of the tongue, I should say. And I'm pretty sure the new pair will probably have a new date on these guys right here. A shoe that I actually really like, and I think I really just bought them off the rip of it matched with one of my all over like light blue, like I guess you can say like this Kuiper blue, like this like navy blue. Well, not really a navy blue, but I guess you can say like a somewhat bright blue with this shoe, and I feel like it just pops. So that's what kind of really inspired me to buy the shoe. Plus I got some other fits that I work with as well, or some other sneakers that work with as well. So yeah, not saying I'm necessarily not a Knicks fan, but I'm not like a diehard Knicks fan, but I always been supporting Bronson, right? Okay, me and my dad both has always seen the potential in him, and I don't want to sound like I'm on the bandwagon side of things right here, but this was my Thursday shoe, was the Air Jordan 3, and this is the Knicks colorway. Cool. Now let's go to Friday. Wanted to finish strong, so I mean, borderline probably. My coworker was borderline almost right. He kind of already knew where I was headed with this team, and at this point in the video, you guys probably know too. So anyway, Friday, wanted to finish out the week strong, and none other than the Air Jordan 3 of my year. Now this is the first colorway they dropped back in 2020. A shoe that was very difficult to get. Almost any shoe in 2020 was very difficult to get, and yeah, I had to pay resale for these guys right here, but totally worth every penny. And I wish I would have went on the bottom sooner. It's one of these shoes where, to be honest, dog, if you really like it, sometimes you just got to know, like, if they're already coming out the gate kind of swinging high, not saying they won't go down, but you're really rolling the dice. So I feel like this, if you want it, go ahead and get it out the way, because sometimes, right, and I'm no professional reseller, even though sneaker YouTube is dead, sneaker resale, not what it used to be, you know, we still got a sneaker community out there, man. It's just shifting right now. It's in a pause, it's in a standstill. We got a lot going on, man. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Jordan 3 of my year. And yeah, man, I feel like that gray, this is where something they brought different to the game, something different, something new that we really weren't used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? My pair could probably use a good cleaning, but at the same time, you know what? My shoes have character on them, man. Shoes are meant to be worn, and you will definitely see me rocking all of my kicks at some point, right? So this was my Friday shoe, was an Air Jordan 3. I'm on my year. Cool, so pretty much that completes this weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.